There's a sound grief makes. Not the crying, not the wailing. The sound it makes is breath. Deep breath, pulled in, held, as if by filling ourselves, we might fill the space left behind. This is a story about a pool, about a mother, and about the shape we try to become when love meets loss. The reedy pool sits at the edge of everything, where the forest softens, where the earth turns to water, where small creatures live small, careful lives. The frogs know this place by heart. Every stone, every reed that sways, every shaft of light that breaks through at dawn. She is old now, the mother frog. Her skin carries the map of many seasons. Her voice, once bright, has grown rough with time. But her children are her light, especially the small one, the youngest, the one who still believed the pool was the whole world. Came at midday. A shadow. Then a trembling. Then thunder. The ox. Massive, indifferent, moving through the world like weather. It didn't see the reedy pool as a world. Just a place to drink. One step. The water exploded upward. Mud churned. Reeds bent and broke. And when the ox lifted its hoof, the smallest frog did not surface. The mother searched, called his name into the water, dove again and again into the murk. But her children, the others, they gathered. They knew. A monster, they whispered. Something huge. It stepped on him. And something broke open inside her. Not sadness, not yet. First came the question, how big? She needed to see it. Needed to understand the size of the thing that could erase her child. Was it this big? She pulled in air. Her body expanded, skin stretching. Bigger, her children said. So she pulled in more air, more space, trying to contain the size of the loss. This big? Bigger, Mother. Much bigger. And she couldn't stop, because if the monster was enormous, then her grief had to be enormous too. If the thing that took him was massive, then she had to become massive to meet it. Her children watched, horrified. Mother, stop! But she had become the grief now. Had become the desperate mathematics of loss. If I can be as big as what destroyed him, then maybe he mattered. Maybe I matter. Maybe this pain has size enough to be seen. One more breath. One more. And she burst. this exactly, but you know the feeling. That moment when loss walks into your life, and you try to grow large enough to meet it. We do this. We inflate ourselves with busyness after heartbreak, with anger after betrayal, with achievement after being told we're not enough. We breathe in and in and in, trying to match the size of what hurt us, trying to prove our pain is legitimate, trying to become big enough that we can't be crushed again. But here's what the story knows. The ox didn't grow. The ox was just an ox. Massive, yes, but not trying to be. The tragedy isn't that the mother frog was small. The tragedy is that she believed smallness was the problem. In our world, we worship scale. Bigger homes, larger followings, more success, louder voices. And when we lose something or someone, we measure the love by how destroyed we become, as if breaking proves something. But what if grief doesn't need to be performed? What if loss doesn't require us to explode? The reedy pool is still there. The sun still breaks through. The other children still need a mother, not a monument to pain, just a mother. I wonder, what are you inflating yourself to match? What monster are you trying to become the size of? And what would it mean to simply let the breath out? To be small, to be soft, to say, yes, this hurt me, and I'm still just this size. The pool doesn't judge the frog for being small. Only the frog does that. Thank you for sitting with this story, for breathing with me, for not looking away from the bursting. I know these old tales can feel simple on the surface. A frog, an ox, a warning. But underneath they're holding something we need. A mirror, maybe, or a permission. Permission to be the size we are, to hurt without performing, to lose without exploding. If this story touched something in you, I'd be grateful if you'd share it. Not because it has answers, but because maybe someone you know is holding their breath right now, trying to be bigger than they are. And maybe they need to hear, you can let it out. You're enough, just as you are. Next time, we'll gather again. Another story, another pool of water that reflects more than sky. Until then, be gentle with the shape you're in.